Joining the debate tonight with Radhika Khera, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, political commentator, scientist, Shantanu Gupta, author. Also joining the debate, Mohammad Tariq Khan, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Ravi Srivastava, political analyst. But my first question goes to Congress supporter Tehseen Poonawalla. Tehseen Poonawalla, problem hai kya? Is the Congress spooked because DK Shivakumar attended Sadhguru's event? Because PV Mohan couldn't really find anything else to criticize, so he said Sadhguru is somebody who mocks Rahul Gandhi. Well, if he mocks Rahul Gandhi, why did in 2022 Sonia Gandhi send a letter of congratulations for the Save Soil movement to Sadhguru? Sonia Gandhi. Now, is Sonia Gandhi above or below Rahul Gandhi? And let me also show you pictures. Sadhguru with Revanth Reddy. This is Sadhguru with Siddaramaiah. Sadhguruji with Ashok Gehlot. Maybe you can also show this Indra Award for Environment that was given to Sadhguruji. So is the problem Sadhguruji? Certainly not, because many Congress men and women seen with Sadhguruji. Is the problem really with Shivratri and Sanatan?
Radhika ji, thank you so much for having me on the show. A belated happy Shivratri to you, to all your viewers, and to all my fellow panelists, those who I did not see yesterday on TV. There are two issues broadly here. Right, one, you broadly summarized it, that there is obviously no problem with Sadhguruji. You may agree, disagree with a lot of his views. I personally don't agree with a lot of his views, but I think he has a right to what he's doing. He's doing some good work and you must encourage it. The Congress parties awarded him with an environment award, etc., etc. Top leaders of the Congress have met him, including chief ministers. This shows the Congress is not a dictatorial party. It's not a party run by 2.5 men like the BJP's run. What this furthermore shows is it's a democratic party where somebody who's just an AICC secretary makes a tweet or makes a statement, again an individual opinion, an entire debate is put on it, which is fine. That's completely a prerogative, but that shows a democracy within the Congress. I don't think that should be held against the Congress. That should be welcomed, celebrated in the spirit of democracy. The question to be asked is the Congress therefore against Mahashivratri and the Sanatan Dharma? The Congress party is repeatedly asking a couple of questions. Just bear me out and I will finish here. They were poor fellow citizens of ours who lost their lives at the railway station attempting to go to Prayagraj. Instead of being mournful, instead of being sorry about that, the railway ministry threatened people to take off the expos of people dead. The most honorable chief minister of Uttar Pradesh, whom you quoted, ma'am, said pigs will find dirt in the Maha Kumbh, in the Maha Ganga. The Ministry of Environment put out that report under Bhupinder Yadavji. Is he saying that ministry is pigs? He said vultures will find dead body. And I remember spending time with you and your reporters. You woke up at 4 a.m. Your reporters actually reporting that story of dead people. Were your reporters and your colleagues vultures? For a sitting chief minister to use this kind of language about dead fellow citizens, the Maha Kumbh was very well organized. May I congratulate him? But if we ask questions of people missing, Ravi Shankar Prasad ji saying that there was an international conspiracy or some conspiracy we have no answers to, does that make us vultures? Does that make us pigs? Is this the language a sitting chief minister should use? What about those fellow citizens who died, who lost their lives, who till now not found their relatives?
Tehseen Poonawalla, ask as many questions as you want to. Be my guest, and the BJP spokesperson has answered in the past, will answer in the future till the cows come home. They will answer all your questions because they are valid questions that you are asking. My question to you hasn't been answered, a valid question. Because if Sadhguruji is not the problem, then only other problem that exists is Mahashivratri and Sanatan, because the AICC secretary, what does he say in his tweet? He says that it is a secular party. Does a secular party actually mean that a deputy chief minister cannot attend a Mahashivratri event? He says confusing signals are being sent to the cadre. What does this mean? You want your cadre to be anti-Hindu, anti-Sanatan? Is that the message that Mr. PV Mohan wants to send? The Congress party till now has not objected to the statement put out by the AICC secretary, which is why I ask you the question, what is the problem? You raise as many questions as you have to of Yogi Adityanath, but why can't you answer the questions on what is the Congress's stand?
But the Congress party alternatively has not rejected the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka going either for the Kumbh Snan, the Maha Kumbh Snan, or to Sadhguru's program. It is a democratic party. If I feel like going, I can go. If somebody feels not going, they can't go. People can have deliberations in public. But the important thing to answer out here is, then is this a party that is holding democratic traditions and asking the right questions or the wrong questions? AICC secretary asked a question of a deputy chief minister. In my opinion, the problem might be slightly different in Karnataka Congress, and that I could agree that we can have a debate on that. But the problem isn't DK Shivakumar going for the Maha Snan or for the Maha Kumbh Snan or for Sadhguru's program. And I think there's a democracy. If he feels like going, he can go. He doesn't feel like going, he doesn't go. Religion
so then what is your
matter.
problem? And I object to your usage of the term 2.5 people run the BJP. Well, it could be 2 or 3 or 4. And then isn't that democracy? Isn't that democracy? If more than 1 people run anything, it is democracy. But Radhika Khera, the definition of democracy, the definition of secularism, the definition of criticism, the definition of whether or not you should support, a man who mocks Rahul Gandhi, all change depending on the convenience of the Congress party. Please respond to Tehseen.
Good evening to all. Navika ji, the Congress is a circus where everyone is tearing each other apart. And Rahul Gandhi roams around with a copy of the Constitution in his hand. Yet the people in his party, be it a deputy chief minister of a state, has no right to practice his religion, no right to go and attend any religious affair. They have no rights. The Constitution for Rahul Gandhi is just a book, an empty book which he carries around, which was exposed by a journalist. He has never read it and he does not follow it in his own party. Having said that, there is an unwritten rule in the Congress party, and I have been witness to that. You praise a radical preacher, you will get rewarded. But if you go and praise a Hindu spiritual leader, or you go attend a Hindu function, or you go to a religious place, you shall be crucified. I am a living example of that sitting right here on your show. And now we can see even DK Shivakumar ji is witnessing the same. And I don't agree with Tehseen ji when he says that they were just individual comments. He's an AICC secretary. When you're an AICC secretary, you have no personal comments. Like, I am a spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Anything I say is not my personal opinion anymore. Nothing is personal anymore once you are on a post. So you cannot get away with it. We understand that you are used to saying that with Mr. Sam Petroda all the time. Then you should have an entire set of papers ready every time someone says something. Oh, this is his personal affair. That's not the way things go. First, the entire problem started when DK Shivakumar ji went to Kumbh and he praised the arrangements over there. Because the tallest leader of the Congress party, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, believes that if you go and take snan in the Kumbh, you take a dubki in the tomb, wahan se poverty khatam nahi hogi, so you should not go. And they absolutely believe that Sanatan Dharma should be abolished. That is in his words of his own son, and that Sanatan Dharma is a disease. So they treat every Sanatan Dharma follower like a diseased person, which is what is happening to Mr. DK Shivakumar. Very sad when you call yourself secular and you are not allowed to practice your own religion. It's all right if Rahul Gandhi wears a Janeu over his clothes, calls himself self-declared practicing Janeudhari Brahman, and then he goes on to say, I'm a Shiv Bhakt. But which Shiv Bhakt who's a practicing Janeudhari Brahman did not go to the Maha Kumbh? It's unfortunate. When you want votes, you do entire dramas. But when the time actually comes, you are like absolutely missing from there. That's his choice. Fine. This constitution gives him the choice and the freedom to attend the Kumbh or not attend the Kumbh. But this does not give them the power to abuse. I know it's their own family member, but like I said again, the Congress party stands exposed. Their hatred for Hinduism is out in the open for everyone to see. It's a very sad situation, but this is the reality of the Congress party that I have been saying all along, and every person who has left the Congress has said, and in return you get attacked by, अरे ED CBI पीछे लगा दी, ED CBI पीछे नहीं लगाते हैं. आप अपने धर्म को किसी को निभाने नहीं देते. Only if you belong to a particular sect, or you want to spread hatred, then you are welcome in the Congress party. If you are a practicing Hindu, there is no place. And Shashi Tharoor ji is also facing the same. If you remember, a few weeks back in January, he had tweeted a picture of Ram Lalla from the Ayodhya Ram Mandir and said, Jai Siyapati Ram ki Jai. That's when the problem with Mr. Shashi Tharoor also started.